timing chain is kaput. Well, fellers, we got us another 2016 Chevy Equinox in the house. Not quite in the house. This one comes to us from a local auto repair facility. Not exactly sure what's wrong with it yet. Sight unseen. Gonna pop the hood on this and see what's going on once I get back to the shop. SUV came from a local shop. It was diagnosed as needing an engine. Okay, so typical MO. I'm assuming this thing cranks with a whole lot of pep to it and not a whole lot of compression to it. Probably has a little skip to it, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna use these tools right here. I've got a 10 mil spark plug socket, screwdriver, and a borescope. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how you can have a look down the holes before pulling anything off this engine, like anything significant, right? Got to pull off this little plastic tray here, valve cover tray, whatever you call that. I got to pull off this air box, pull out the coils, pull out the plugs, and then I'm going to shove that camera down the hole and have a look around. This one's pretty cool. Look at this. Watch this. This is cool. Whee! Whee! Oh! See, this is why I get nothing done. Well, what you want to do is get it looking like this, right? So we got all the spark plugs out. Now I'm going to send the old zoop zoop down the hole and have a look around. Well, apparently my Alibaba camera doesn't allow me to record audio while doing this, but this process is pretty straightforward. You just got to drop the camera down the hole, hit the button, flip around, take a look up. You can see here they got a couple valves are slightly open. That's because the cam lobes are just slightly depressed. You know, you're not getting the lobes to completely shut. Next hole, drop it in, same thing. Flip the camera around. Cylinder walls look fine. Have a look up at the valves. Everything's nice, no issues. Spun it around and then just rinse and repeat the process over and over again. Luckily, there's only 4 cylinders on this engine, but didn't see any smack marks on pistons, nothing like that. Valves look good. None of the pistons had whack marks. I have not rolled the engine over because I don't want to touch anything and cause this chain to skip that last tooth and bend a valve. So if it hasn't bent a valve yet, I don't want to have that happen in front of me. I don't know, it's not showing up real well on camera here, but all of these followers are there. None of them are loose. Right, so this is what I'm doing. I'm wiggling all this stuff. These lobes are kind of sort of in the apply position, not quite. These are definitely off. These lobes are up, we're tight. These lobes are facing the back, but they're not applied, and we're tight. These are kind of rolled on the back side, just a little bit. We're tight. So let's do this to the front. Get your camera in here. Lobe is off, and that keeper follower is in place. This one is slightly applied, and they're definitely a little snugger because they're under tension. These 2 lobes are off, and these followers are fine. This lobe is kind of sort of applied. You know, that makes sense because a couple of these valves were just slightly open, and so far I think this motor might have actually survived this, but we'll find out. I'll pull all this apart. I'll do my customary leak down test, and I'm also in the process of doing a coolant reservoir pressure test, and I'm sitting right at 15-16 pounds and have been for about 20 minutes. The coolant level is low, that's why I did this, and I saw a little bit of maybe suspicious cylinder wall seepage. You know, these cameras are kind of difficult to rely on for very, very, very accurate, like, visual representation of parts, right? So sometimes the cylinder walls and pistons can look much, much worse on that camera because you're like an inch off of it. You're not even, you're right up on it, and the detail can get a little skewed. You might be looking at carbon deposits, you might be looking at pits on the cylinder wall. It's kind of hard to tell. Usually from my experience, as you tear this stuff down and
you put your actual eyes on the cylinder walls, things look way better than they do in camera. But so far, so good. There's no hit marks on any of the pistons. None of the valves appear to be bent. The ones that are open look like they're open evenly on all the whole circumference, right? None of my followers are missing. That would be a dead giveaway. If one of these guys had completely popped out, then, you know, for sure you've got bent valves. So far, I think I'm going to win on this one. We'll find out. Stay tuned. Okay. There you go. Green means money. All right, moment of truth. Motor's back together. Come along with me as I hit the key for the first time. I can get in the car. Yeah. All right. Okay. This is the first fire up. Motor's cold. I got the wrong key. What? All right, I'm back with the right key. All right, let's take a look. We've got how many mileages on this one? 160, I think. Oh, the hood's open. Where's the little set button? Button. Oh, everybody's mad, huh? Can't see. Anyway, let's just hit the key and see what happens. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.